Alright, so let's go to the UV manipulation group. What I want to show you is the new function that is called UV auto align. So basically, let's say if we have this plane with this texture, let me apply the material. So we have this textures here. So for instance, this one is split in 6 parts, 6 textures with 2 rows, one here, a second one here. And basically this is what the auto align will do. So I will delete this plane. I'll create from the template a new card. I will duplicate it around here, select them and fill with 4 new cards. I will apply the material, and let's flip it and make them 6 columns here and auto align, and this is what we get. And for the second one, we have to set on the y-axis 2, so because there are 2 rows, so auto align this, and to have the last texture, basically I have to move this this fit position. Let me show you now what the keep UV set will do. So basically, if we start to draw new splines, it will create these cards. But if I want to create the new cards with this this material and this type this set from the UV, I just have to check this option here, keep the UV sets. And now if I will draw again, the new cards will be this UV and the material. Also, this can be used if you have a model like I have here. Let me move this one on the side like this. So if I select this model and I still want to use this part of the UV on here, I have to check and uncheck again. I select the model and I will start to draw. And if I want to orientate to the surface mesh, I have to pick this mesh and set orientation. So basically now we have these new hair strands here. Also, if I want to change the UV layout to use this texture, let's say, I can copy, select these 3 from here and paste it. So voila, we have new textures. Or if I want to use let's say this one, copy, select this one from the middle and paste, and now we have a new set of UV. Great. So another way to manipulate the UVs is to, let me duplicate this, I'll move it around here. You can move its position. So basically, if you don't have any atlas of texture in even parts, split it, you can move from here the position for the horizontal. As for the vertical, you can use this this slider from here. Also, you can use the scaling from 0 to 1. Also the scale on horizontal. So play with this and you'll get what you need. Also, I almost forgot, you can rotate by 90 degrees, or you can flip it top to down, on left to right with right click. Alright, so let's start with the first section from here, from the top. For the first button, it's do what it says. It's to create cards. For this, you'll need spline. So let me rotate this, move it around here. In order to work, you'll need to select the spline and hit the button. Also, you can extend this this spline and make it smooth, let's say, and add from here few segments. For instance, let's copy this, I don't know, a bunch of copies, select them and create. So it will work with multiple splines. The guides, what this means is basically if you have a surface like this, or something more organic, not just a plane, collapse the poly, it will create on this this part of the edge selection of the loop, it will create splines. So basically you select one of the splines and hit the guides. So if I will delete this one, let me change the colors just to have a better look. You'll get these new splines. Of course, you can create now the cards, make them a little bit narrow. So yeah, great. So this is what the guides will do. Also, if for instance you can explode them, so if they are attach them, let's say this is one node as it is now, you can explode, so in separated splines. So I'll click here. So now I get this separated splines. This is very useful when you import curves from Maya, for instance, or from ZBrush Fiber Mesh, or from whatever you want to import as curves, and use them here for cards, for hair cards. So the collapse, let's say we have this these cards, you select them. By the way, you keep seeing me by clicking this roll also. Here is like a, how can I call this, an info panel. So this is the selection filter, and if I hit wherever in the rollout with the right click, it will switch between all two shapes as a filter. So now I want to select only the shapes, and if I click the collapse, basically it will create a new object, attach all of the cards, only the cards, and reset its format and set its pivot where is needed, and basically the mesh is ready for export in I don't know, in a game engine, or you can use it here for skinning or wherever. So it will collapse and you'll get this mesh. And also you can continue to manipulate this and to edit this this card as well. So When you are ready, collapse, and that's it. Great. So the reverse, basically, let's move them this on the side. I will select this, and the first vertex is here. If I reverse, it will move here. Also the card itself, it will move. So also you can set now the pivot for the first vertex here, because we reverse it. Great. So the delete will delete the spline and the card itself. So both of the objects will be deleted. Mirror will mirror on this side. If you check the tooltip, you see with the shift pressed will mirror on the other axis. So basically will mirror on this side. Let's move this around here, or like this. Or if you want to create a copy, you just hit Control and it will copy like a symmetry, but it's not a symmetry. It will copy on mirror on the other side, on the X side, and if you want on the Y, you can hold Control and Shift keys, and it will do copy on the other axis. Great. Draw, I already show you on the UV manipulation section. Fill middle basically will, let's say we have this, let's manipulate them a little bit, so set it to a few nodes, like 3, and move it around like this. I will set the pivot to the first node, then I will duplicate it, move it around here, manipulate once again this vert position, and when I'm ready, I select both of them and create, I don't know, 6 cards, new cards. So it will interpolate it like this. Now the second section is the card deformation and the card parameters. So let's say we can draw a new spline here, a new card. So I will do something like this. I will right click to exit the tool. I'll set the orientation and add a few more segments to my card, something like this. So let's start with the first one. With the follow, basically we'll follow this path of this spline. Of course, you can stretch it. You can set the orientation if you want to rotate this, I don't know, in case you need this, but I usually tend to use this function here to set the orientation to the normals of the model surface. The size end will add this effect. So if you want to have narrow tips and larger root sides, you can use this one. Also, you can twist the hair strip how much you want. You can curve it, so basically it will curve the both sides, the top and down of the strip. You can offset if you need. Also you can bend it, so in order to bend you're gonna need a few extra segments, so I will add a few here and just bend it around. So now you can bend this one. Also from the card parameters you can set the width of the card. You can use parametric the segments for the width and for the height. Also you can set the knots for this spline, so right now they are 7 here. As you can see, let's make them 5 for instance. I set here the count and here I will commit the modification. So now have to reselect to refresh this one. You have 5 knots, 5 vertices. Alright, so let's go to the next section, the tools part. So what I want to show you is, let's begin with the extend guide length. So for instance, if I want those strips to be even closer here, imagine that here is the first node, so where is the root set to be, and this one is the last node, so where the tips for the hair will be. So let's start with to try to close this a little bit. So I will select, I will select this part from here. Let's start with this, and I will click the plus button till I have some results that are fine for me. So of course you can select this one and go even further. Something like this. Also you can go back, and you can raise here the value and you can go faster. Also for the tip, let's I don't know, let's choose this one and don't extend, or to make it smaller, longer, smaller, something like this. So yeah, this is this part from here. Let's say we want to get rid of this ugly intersection with the surface. So first let me choose another color to be spline to be much visible. So for instance, I can select this one and I can start to drag spline vertices to get rid of these intersections, something like this. Here it's kind of missing one of the strips, so I can select these two and fill it with a new one and select and orientate, and I fill this space. Also here it seems to be missing, so I'll repeat this part sorry for the zooming. So I'll fill in the middle and set the orientation. Also here as well I can do the same combination. Also here. So yeah, it can be quite faster at some point. So fill, orient. Great. The plant, what the plant does is basically it can let's say we have small strips around here, so let's draw a few of them. Something like this maybe, and when I'm happy I'll just right click to exit the tool, orient, and maybe I can use these UVs. And paste. Great. I forgot to paste on this one, but it's fine. We can add a few more around here. Let's make it a little bit narrow. I will fill in the middle, maybe 2, and set the orientation as for this one as well. So now I want to plant this one from here. I can select this strip, hit the plant, and I can plant it around something like this. And also now I can manipulate now the profile curve can you have to select, let's select this one, and I will enable and open this curve editor. I will insert a new point around here. This one I will drag it, frame and update. Also I can choose to be like this, maybe even more noise too much, maybe that's something like this, and as you can see it will update the shape here. The next editor curve will do the rotation, so you can update from here, or you can use the strength turn to be a little bit smaller while you are playing with these points in the editor to be something like this, for instance. I don't know. You can copy this, so I can copy this profile curve to other strips. So let's say I will select this. Sorry, first thing you have to select the one that you want to be to copy from. So then you select the one you want to paste, and basically just hit the right click. As you can see now they are the curve has been copied to this hair strips. Also, let me select this, make them red. It's better to use colors, and you can use to work in layers. So let's say for this I want to select this part from the front here, and I'll do a new layer here, and now I can select them by color. So let me show you these 5 tools from here. I can clamp spline selection, so if I have multiple selection like this, for instance, I can clamp them, and we shift to make them even stronger. Shift and normal click, so it will add like this, fill in the middle, orient, and clamp. So if you find to be useful, you can use this, of course, or you can use a texture already made to be clamped, like I have here. The fuzz basically will would add a noise on the splines. It will be something like this. Then you can clap it again. All of these tools from here, they have some parameters. So if you found the fuzz to be too strong, you can make it, I don't know, to be smooth. Something like this. And this is the fuzz. If you want, you can create spirals. So let's try with this strand from here. I will need a lot of vertices because this one have too few, so 10 is not enough. I'll have something to 100. And now with these parameters from here, it will create a spiral, but it is oriented in the wrong side. So I hit undo, and let me, if I remember well, if I press shift, maybe, no, it's the other side, control maybe, yeah, control is behind, and with alt it's what we want to get. So basically normal we do in this direction, alt will do on opposite, shift will do in front, control and the back side. Okay, right, so from here you can use how many turns do you want to have. So let's set to 1, for instance, and it will be something like this. Also you can affect certain percentage from the spline length. So let's say we set to 63, and if I'll do now, as you can see, it's something around here, but I think it's too much, so I lower the value and I hit again, and I can have now my spiral. So Now I can do it a little bit wider, and of course I can twist it from here. And if I'm not happy with these settings, I can use this rotation curve from here to have something like this. And yeah, now we have a spiral here. Also, you can create waves. So let's choose another hair card from here. So let's choose this one, for instance. I'll set I will add a few more verts, so 10 is not enough, I'll add 100, and it will affect 25% of the curve length. So if I hit the wave button, it will do in this direction. If I keep shift key and click, it will do on the other side. Let me add a few more segments here. So you can wave, let's add through here another bunch of vertices. So with shift pressed, I can do something like this, or I can go and affect a little bit much more than from the length curve, let's say 45%, to do something like this. Also, I can select those vertices and smooth them a little bit to create a nice blending. And for this one as well. With shift press, it will create a stronger smoothness. Also, for the curly function, let's choose this one. I will add extra knots, and these are the parameters for the curl. So I'll hit and it create some curl. I can make them more curly. Or can make it, I don't know, larger. Something like this. And of course you can affect the curve length percent to be something like this. Maybe there are too much terms. And I can smooth them a little bit here. Why not? Something like this, and add a few extra segments. Great, so continuing with the tools, here on the top you will see this menu. You'll find a lot of tools. I will explain the braids tool, how does it works. Nothing complicated. Also, you can find in the braid as a template. So if you click here, you'll find this preset, say, so you can use it as you wish. So continuing with this braid tool, you'll need, I strongly suggest to use a separate spline. So for instance, I will duplicate this as a copy, turn it and let's say we want to add a braid here. I can create one, and pay attention for this card deform. So better this, in this case the bending was it has to be 0 if you don't want to have ugly deforms. Now it's a little bit too big, so I'll make it smaller, and if I press the shift key while I press the create, it will do another one, a new one. Actually it will delete the old one and create a new one, so you can go something crazier, like something like this, but okay. Also you can use this segments parameter, so to make it, let's say, a little bit lower, or low poly, maybe something like that. And also you can use material, so paste, let me select the shape, so I paste this material here and it's flipped, and you can now play with the mapping to have a better results. The phase, actually I forgot to mention this parameter. For instance, if I want to be more of this pattern here or less, I can do something like this, but I have to choose the spline first. Okay, I need to make the pattern something like this, or you can go crazier and to do something like this. So the next tool, it's the Cornrow Braid tool. So how does this work is, I will use this spline as a main spline, and I'll hit create. It will create this new splines, and it will add in the new layer here in the outliner. Of course you can choose another count if you wish, and by pressing shift and click create, and with the main spline selected, of course, so shift and create, it will generate new set of Cornrow splines. Of course you can play with the length, so it can be smaller, or I don't know, as you wish. You can play with the front length, so where is it here, to do something like this, for instance. Also you can shift the tips, roots, direction using this these parameters from here, but usually the Cornrow direction, it's in this side. Also you can shift the roots, so if it's 0 they are like this, like an arrow, but you can shift them away to be something like more like a Cornrow. Now you can, when you are happy with the result, the next step is to conform the roots to the mesh surface. So as you can see now, they are not conformed. So in order to do this, you have to right click on the create button to select all of them, and with shift and right click will conform all of the splines to the mesh surface. Great. Now you can create the cards, you can orient them, you can make them a little bit narrow. Also you can play with the extend tool to make things something like this, and this is the Cornrow braid. So now we can create a braid, for instance, let's say something like this. It's a little too wide, so and orient this, and voila, you have a narrow braid. Of course there will be a little neat work to do here to align this. Alright, so the last group from this the hair card tool is the custom hair cards, which is more for custom objects. So if you want to create solid hairs like you do in ZBrush with the tube brush, you can also do this type of hair here also. So in order to do this, you have to add your custom solid meshes into this list here. So I will add all of this here. Basically now if I will select this spline here and I hit create card, will not create a hair strip, but it will use this asset from this list as a priority. If this list is empty, then it will create a card. So this is the rule. You can use this type of objects, so let's use this loft from here and create as a card. As you can see, it's only 50% on the pad, so I'll have to add another extra 50. Actually I can go it lower and stretch it, something like this. Of course I can play with the scale. Something maybe it's too much, I don't know, this way. And also you can edit, because it's a loft object, you can edit the fillet radius. Maybe I have to delete this from here and make it, I don't know, let's turn to 2 by 6, let's say, maybe less. And you can see it's already updated here. Maybe you can do with 5 points and try to add the fillet radius, like a chamfer, let's say. And because it's a loft object, I can use more segments for this, as you can see. Let's change the color to make it more visible. Also I can play with the guide itself. And if I'm ready, I can select all of these and with right click on the create card it will add this this object to the other spline selection. So let's do it again. So we select the spline, select other splines, right click, and it will create the new hairs, new solid hair, sorry. Also this tool can be used for if you want to create, I don't know, let's say cables, why not? So I select the cable in the list, I select the spline, and I hit create. Let's make it a little bit longer. Something like this. I have cable, kind of. And of course I can add to this to this selection here by right click. So I have to select the spline, select others, I don't know, small splines, right click, and they will appear here. So I don't know, maybe this will help you. It's an optional tool, and you can use it in your workflow while creating stuff. I don't know.